You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Friday, October 14th, 2022. Great. Glad you could be here. I just slammed my hand on the keyboard and I just saw something move. Yeah, glad you could be here. Got an interesting show. We're going to talk about what may be the best alien evidence out there. I don't know. We'll talk about it. And we're also going to talk about the drama. Not really. We're not going to talk about the drama. I am going to address one video that a two-faced person who used to be over here told me to check out, which I did check out, and I'll talk about what I saw, and then we'll talk about parts of the video, the Hoax documentary that was put out by Third Phase. I haven't watched it all, but I'm going to talk about what I've seen so far and then finish up tomorrow, and it's Saturday in the UK. Because I already know the first 20 minutes what it's showing me. And it looks bad, but it's not as bad as you think. That's the way it's edited. That's the way they do it. I am not here to go over each and every video. I am only going to explain a few things about it and then talk about the rest of it tomorrow. Because I don't know, but I think I'm living rent-free in their heads. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I can clearly tell you this, easily say this. When it comes to the third phase hoaxing thing and all that, these guys are still missing it. Still missing it. And when you only have one side of the story, and I know the other side, that's the thing. But does Third Phase of Moon have to justify everything, every video from here on out? And I just checked, because I always talked about the last 5 years. Anything they posted is not a purposeful hoax, I said, or CGI. And they made it, Third Phase of Moon made it a point to never have CGI. And you can be fooled sometimes. And they were. But the one thing that they don't tell you in the video or show you or play for you is what Third Phase actually said about the object. They only say hoax number 1, hoax number 20, and then they show you a video. It's real short, and then they're on to the next hoax. So some of them are that quick because they already dismissed it as CGI. But they didn't do any showing any proof. They didn't say anything. They just showed it as a hoax. I guess that's proof now. Hey, that's a hoax. Oh, it is? Yeah. How do you know? Because I said so. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it down. No proof whatsoever. It should be, hey, that's a hoax. Get out of here. That's not a hoax. You're saying I hoaxed it. Yes. Prove it. Okay, I will. Do you see this here and how this goes there and that goes in there? And I know the program that can put this there and that there to make it look like that. You caught me. That's how it should go. But it doesn't. They just say, it's the same camera. Or another one is, they're all friends. Or another one is, it's all in Hawaii. Or another one is, I know everything. It's a hoax. If you are calling yourselves researchers, right? And the people who made those videos are available for conversation, and you don't reach out to them to ask them about each and every one of the videos that you're calling them out on, that would have been neat. That would have been interesting. You know why you didn't do it? Because you didn't want to hear the reality behind those videos. Maybe Third Phase of Moon would say, yeah, in 2011, we got fooled. And our own friends may have fooled us. Who knows? You know, whatever. I don't know what they're going to say. But back then, it was the Wild West. And you can get away with anything, and they did. And they apologized for it. I think Alien Addict knows about that apology because there's no video on their website, on their channel that shows them apologizing. Well, it was up. I don't know why it's not. I don't know where they did or when they did it. But they admitted things to me on my show. They even said it on my show the night 3 years ago when me and Dave Scott were talking, and they called in because we were trying to debunk a Third Phase of Moon video. Hey, look, man, I said it 100 times. I was their #1 hater before Scambian was even a thing in this field. Well, he's not really, but you know what I mean. And before all those other guys were. Why would I? Think about it. I want you to think about this. Now think about this. Why would I risk my nice reputation as a valuable researcher in the field with evidence and experiences like not a lot of people have, right? Why would I risk never hoaxing a video, going after all the liars and hoaxers myself? Why would I risk it all to be friends with hoaxers? Because like I said, anything in the last 5 years, if anything slipped by them, you know, there may be a couple of videos that I heard about that may have gotten past them that were CGI, but they didn't hoax it. They didn't do it. And as I said before, if they ever did, and I caught them or found out or they admitted it, it would be very difficult for me to support that. So why would I be friends, very good friends with Third Phase of Moon if they're hoaxing? Why would I risk it all, you're wondering? Does it make sense to you? Why would I do that to myself? Because I know the truth and they don't. And it's roll call. Roll call, everybody. Sorry. We'll get back to this. Helen, Crystal Energy. Welcome to the show. Mind blown over UAPs. Hey, it jumped on me, I think. Where'd you go? Wow, that was a big jump. Welcome to the show. Johnny, Southside. Welcome to the show. Diane, Boz. Welcome to the show. Marie Jose Sproul. Josie, welcome to the show. Samantha Morrister. Welcome to the show. David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Mr. DB Cooper, 77. Welcome to Stuart Blodwell is here, everybody. Stu, what's up? Foodie Gangsta, welcome to the show. Stu, welcome to the show. Stuart Blodwell. Tracy Lynn with no E, welcome to the show. It's Friday. Hellfire Studios, brother. And those haters don't realize how much they are helping the channel for free. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Yeah, it is a little bump because, you know, it's the right thing to do. Yeah, and then I want to talk and touch about something that is very, very wrong. Not by Cambion, though. But it's nasty, and it's about me. Welcome to the show, Hellfire Studios. The Wild One! Rebecca Wiles. How you doing? What's up, Tootsie Pop? Welcome to the show. Can I have a little bit better now? Here we go. Samo, Goofonian, Rockstar. Welcome to the show. Mary Young, Sliwa. Welcome to the show. Let's go. Who's here? Claudia. How you doing? Good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Scott Blight. What's up? We're moving on, buddy. You got that right. We're moving on. Just addressing quickly, not being rude about anything. Just, I have to say some things sometimes. Like I said yesterday, I wasn't here yesterday, was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. Like I said Wednesday. It's hard for me to change my spots overnight. But I think some things have to be addressed. That's all. Nothing, I'm not being a dick. Bob Perkins is here. What are you, Shay? Welcome to the show. All right, who's at the front door? Tony Introvert. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. D Tubbin. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Gary. Welcome to the show. I have to find something really quick. I have to find this right now or it'll drive me nuts. This is for Gary only. Only for Gary. Hold on. Hold on. This is definitely for the show. Wait. This isn't the one I wanted, though. Oh, no. I hope this is it. This isn't it either. I know I'm finding it because it's funny. Because it's funny to me. Oh, come on. You see? It's not giving me what I want. It's giving me a version of it. But I'll play it for a second. It's not what I wanted, though. And some of you may remember this. I see super chats there. I'm getting to them in a second. I appreciate that so soon. Don't forget, you can help support the show. We are supported by you, the viewer. And we wouldn't be here without you, obviously. But I'm saying you guys help support the show through PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Oh, wait, I already said that. All right, here we go. 5. For Gary only. For Gary only. Anybody named Gary?
Gary! 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 Gary, come in here. Gary, where are you?
I love that. So when I don't see you here, I'm just going to go,
Gary, where are you?
I love that.
Gary!
Where are you?
Gary!
Poor Richard Simmons. That was funny on that show when he did that. He was yelling for Gary Delabate because Howard was giving him a tough time, and he kept going, Gary! Oh, it went on forever. It was so funny, and they made the clip out of it. Anyway. Hold on, I'm getting to you. I saw them. Lantonio throwing down, oh, yeah, $10. Oh, yeah, that's right. B. Baker, who used to be a moderator fake friend here, used to hate Stephen Camden, hated his guts. Used to tell me, why do you talk to this guy? I know you have good banter, but dude, he's trash. He's trash. He used to say it all the time. Well, then he went on Alien Addicts chat room today when I was just on a little bit ago, and I leave to do my show, and he makes a threat. Like, you wouldn't say that, Rich, in front of my face. Or I'd like to see you say that in front of my face. And I'm like, what? Call you a woman? How am I wrong? Anyway, it was just funny. It's okay for them, to give those idle threats, It's funny. Yeah. And of course, he does it when I'm not there, when I leave. He says, I'll take things Rich wouldn't say to my... I'll take things Rich wouldn't say to my face for $100, Alex. Yeah, I was way gone after that. Yeah, that's just like him. Well, thank you very much for reminding me. Yeah, it's like, now you got to make those kind of things. And it's like, grow up, dude. I know you're butthurt, for lack of a better term. But I know you're butthurt over our breakup, but that was on you. I never told you to leave. I let you... B. Baker says I wouldn't allow him to speak one night in the chat room, and nobody blocked him. For some reason, he thought that we were stifling his speech. So he just leaves. Like, in the middle of a discussion, he goes over and, I'm going to be friends with Scambian instead. Angry channels. For all of a sudden, now the guy you told me you hated 2 days ago. I'll never forget that. Thank you, Lantonio. And that's the first one of the night, huh? I think so. Well. Thank you, Lantonio, for the $10 rounding it up. Let's get ready to rumble. Ding, ding, ding. Super chat, I go. All over Whoo, whoo. I don't know, Birdie. I don't know, Mr. Owl. Claudia Rodriguez with the $10 super chat. Happy Friday to you. And thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. That is $10. And you're a continuing supporter of the show, of course. And let's give you one of these because you haven't had one of these. I had the mute button on. I kept pressing it and it wouldn't go on. I don't know what happened. Then at the last second, thank you, Claudia Rodriguez. Mucho gusto generoso. And on the PayPal end, John Zeminski with the $15 USD PayPal payment. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I know you did that earlier, John, but thank you very much. You did it while I was on Alien Addicts show. Appreciate that if you're here. And no message with it, but you're a continuing supporter of Goof On as well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. It's how we live. Richard Simmons. Unbelievable. Hey, don't forget. Ooh, I got a Cash App from Gary Henninger, and I got 1% on my phone. It's $5 Cash App from Gary. Hold on a second. Oh, shit. I got to get the charger. Hold on. Talks amongst yourself. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I had to get the charger. It's still on. Oh my God. I got 1%. I didn't even notice this. Are you kidding me? Plug it in. Come on, Richie. Yeah. I plugged it in one time and it turned off. And I'm like, no. Missed it by 1 second. All right. Thanks for that, guys. Thank you, Gary Henninger. $5 Cash App. Throwing down like it's the 4th of July fireworks. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. All right. Let's just talk really quick about the evidence that's not out there. Because what's the best evidence? We'll talk about this for a minute. We'll get back to the Third Phase of Moon hoax video and some of that stuff that's going on. Really, I don't think we should talk about, but I think I already did. But I'll talk about the one video in a minute. Hold on. I want to ask you, and we'll jump back and forth maybe because it's that type of show. And I may ask some of you to join me here in a little bit. And I want your opinions on it, but I'm not sure don't take this the wrong way. I'm not sure you want to get involved in the discussion, whether, Third Phase of Moon are hoaxers and whatnot, but I might ask you guys to jump in here tonight. Bernie Muro throwing down a $2 super duper dono. That's $2, Bernie Muro. Appreciate that. He's a mucho gusto generoso supporter of the show. Thank you, Bernie. Bernie! Sorry, didn't mean to yell. All right. Here was my answer when I made this thumbnail and I said, what's the best evidence aliens exist? Not UFOs. Aliens. You know what? I tell you what. Think about it. Think about it. Do aliens exist at all? And if they do, what evidence do we have that proves they exist? And my answer was none. Now, it may be in a time capsule somewhere. Yes, I said time capsule. Right? It may be somewhere hidden. Yeah? Underground. We found it, but hid it. Maybe we tried to decipher it, break it apart, look into it, back engineer it, and we just couldn't. And they put it back into a vault somewhere until our technology catches up with it, perhaps. But we really haven't seen anything. No evidence for aliens. For UFOs, through the nose, it's all over the place. But for aliens, you like that music? Hey, it's like Alien Girl in the morning. Miss DJ. We can go, I'll tell you this. The alien autopsy was a hoax. The pictures that were just put out were AI generated. The Jaime Maussan alien doomies, they're actual mannequins or dummies. And he actually says this, you can't make this dummy. It's too expensive to make. Maybe in Mexico, bro. But we could make a figurine mannequin alien for a cool $100 probably. No, nobody can afford to make a dummy like that out here. Oh, it's flexible and everything. It's what? Flexible? That's what I said. Flexible. He said that. He actually said it's too expensive. And I'm not even paraphrasing. That's the quote from Jaime Maussan 15 years ago. It's too expensive. You know, he's like Scarface. You can't do this, huh? You're trying to make a doomy video, huh? With an alien? You can't do this. It's too expensive. You have to do a lot of yayo, huh? A lot of cocaine, huh? You like the white devil, huh? Do you? Huh? Little pelican? You want to fly, pelican? Huh? Do a little blow, huh? Pelican? Anyway, I'm sorry. Hey, Rochelle just sent a Cash App for... Oh my God. I thought it said something else. For $10. Thank you, God. Oh, God. Thank you, Rochelle. Shell shock. Sorry. Thank you for the $10 Cash App. Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, Super Sticker, PlayStation. Very good. You're a mucho gusto generoso. Shell shock. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But you can't make a dummy for $100 in Mexico. It's like 1,000 pesos or something. He's like Ricky Ricardo to something. You're going to bring that alien back where it came from. There's just none. The alien photos that we've all seen. All right. I got the winner. Nobody said it yet. Nobody said it. The best evidence, oh my God, for an alien is Skinny Bob. Even though it's CGI and, as Jaime says, it's a doomy. CGI practical effects. Maybe. I don't know. People think they know everything. Nobody knows anything about that video. The only thing we know is that we don't know where it came from, and we think we don't know. We think there's a little CGI in the eyes. You'll see when it blinks right there, it's kind of blurry. Yeah, it is. CGI for sure. You got it. You got it. Yep. I don't know how you're going to prove that you debunked it, but just pointing something out. Hey, why don't you duplicate it? See if you can do it. You can't. Yeah. Then it's not debunked. Nobody debunks. I almost said Science Bob. Skinny Bob. I almost said Science Bob. Holy mackerel. That's funny. To me. But that would be the big one that anybody or everybody would say, you know, that's a real alien. That might be the best evidence for a real alien. That might be the only evidence for a real alien, or it's nothing at all but a hoax by the Cousins brothers. Oh, yeah. Sure. They did it all. Yeah. What's this? Huh? Hold on, what? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, my God. Thank God. Okay. There it is. Okay. I got it. Thank you. Oh, Kurt Jamungle. Kurt Jamungle said hello. Oh, that was nice of him. That is nice of him. All right. I didn't mean to say that out loud, but I did. Oh, Coral Ann, by the way, folks, she's still a little on the mend, but she's looking forward to coming back, maybe a week or two. But she's starting to feel it. Her leg's getting better. You know, she hurt herself and all that. So just throwing that down to let everybody know that she will be back in a week or two. All right. That's right. Stephen Greer spoke with Kurt Jemungel yesterday, and he posted the video. It's going up in an hour, I think, in another hour or two, 2 hours. Yeah, so we'll go over that tomorrow as well. All right. Now, there's not much else I can say about the best evidence for aliens. I don't think there is any. I haven't seen anybody else put anything in the chat room that can tell me, hey, what about this? Nobody said much of anything. So let's go next. Nicole Sakic, what are you doing here? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. What's up, Two Legs Cyborg? What you saying there? If it was real, only the government could show up fast enough. And it usually shows up on radar, but that fiery tale over Russia didn't show up on radar or anything else. Yeah, that one in 2012, the big fireball where all the ship blew up, that came out of nowhere because they said it came from the direction of the sun. I think I remember that. That's how it was. But if a UFO crashes in a rural area or in the middle of a park or in the middle of nowhere, the government's going to get their hands on it before anybody else does, unless it lands in somebody's ranch or on their property or nearby wherever people are. And it just doesn't happen that often, if it does at all. Objects fall from the sky daily, whether it be a little tiny asteroid, you know, or it's space debris. Shit's falling down a lot and hitting the earth. Isn't it like 40 tons a year lands back on Earth? It's something wild like that. It's a lot. It's a ridiculous amount of tonnage that falls back to Earth. And sometimes it hits people's homes, their cars. I remember one that went through somebody's home. I don't know, remember what it was. I think it was a meteor or an asteroid or something. It's a meteor when it comes through the Earth and it hits the Earth, it's a meteorite. I don't know why it just can't be an asteroid. Yeah. Anyway, and that hit in there right through their living room and nobody got killed. But I'm sure somebody's gotten hit by a space rock in time. But the government will show up. That's why they're tracking every single thing that comes in. They're waiting for that prize. They are. They're waiting for that prize, man. When is it coming? What's up, Wayne? Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal encounters. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Diamond Dogs here. Daniel Larson with 2 S's. Welcome. Randy, what's up? Marvin Dale Likens Jr. Yeah, for us to get any evidence. And you know, as far as aliens go, I'm not sure. How can you be? You just can't be. There really isn't any good evidence for aliens. I would have to say the best evidence for aliens. Well, I guess we could look at documents. I'll throw this out there. The Admiral Wilson documents, right? They have a lot of things in there now that refer to crashed saucers, right? Things like that. Aliens? No? Yeah, I thought it did. Well, we can put all those documents together, even the redacted ones, piece all of that together, and we should be able to say something is going on. We don't know if it's alien. We don't know if it's natural. But these are metallic looking disc-shaped, triangular-shaped, solenoid-shaped objects filing into our country one after the other with impunity, as if they own the country themselves. Well, nobody owns the earth. Little dyslexia almost got me. I always like that when what are you doing on our planet? Your planet. Remember that? The big robot. What was that? The day the Earth stood still with Keanu Reeves. A little lackluster for my taste, but I watched it a few times. Your planet. I thought it was a good movie. Good enough to watch a few times. It's just because, your mind goes. It plays with you. You're like, wow, if that was real, does this make sense? There's been nothing like that in our history where an object has landed and then another object come out of it. Not that we're aware of. I want to go to Antarctica and go to the same exact place where they brought, Buzz Aldrin, Barack Obama, Putin. Why were all these people going to Antarctica? Remember that a few years ago? And Buzz Aldrin got hurt or something and they had to airlift him out of there. But he never said what the rumors say he said. It was a hoax. He never said that I looked at something and it was the devil or whatever. He never said that. But something's going on. Why would you bring heads of the world, the ex-president of the United States, and a bunch of other people to this place in Antarctica if it wasn't something magical? You don't risk lives for something simple as, hey, this is where we filmed RoboCop 12 or something. They're not going out there to look at something that has no meaning. They're going to the most treacherous place on earth, risking their lives to look at something that's probably earth-shattering, world-changing. Religions would probably fold over. People would lose their freaking faith. Can you imagine? That would be the worst. And that's what would happen. And that's why we don't have a lot of evidence for aliens. But let me tell you something. I believe in my heart that the movies, the TV shows we watch, give us a glimpse into a reality that we can't play in for whatever reason. That would piss me off if I found out only the half of percenters. We're talking billionaires now, not millionaires. The half of percenters. Why do they get to enjoy it? Why do they get to go? I find that appalling. I watched Contact, excuse me, a couple of nights ago. And she says something that I love. When she's in the capsule and she's looking out over some sort of celestial event, and she goes, "It's so beautiful, so beautiful." And then you see the transformation to her 12-year-old face, and it goes back to her 35-year-old face. And then she says, "They should have sent a poet." Because she said, no words can describe. No words can describe. God, that would be great. She did such a great job in that movie, too. I don't know, something about her. She's different. She's a real different person. Man, that movie's 25 years old. But I loved it. The Machine Consortium is what they called it. The consortium, right? She goes through the wormhole, lands in the net, 2-second, 3-second drop, Yet 18 hours of static was recorded. It makes you wonder if they've ever done this before. And they just wrote a movie about it. I was surprised that they didn't bring up global warming or anything like that in the movie. Although that wasn't a real hot topic back in the late 90s. I'm still surprised it wasn't put in there. You're destroying your planet. It wasn't like that. It was like your species can accomplish great things and destroy something. I know, it was just a nice comparison between how good we can be and how shitty we could be. Which brings me right into I understand to a point why people would be mad at Third Phase of Moon. I get it. I used to be you, right? But as I said earlier in this show, I said, why would I risk everything, my reputation as somebody who's fighting for the truth? And you guys know I hate hoaxing and I hate liars in this field. You can do whatever else you want outside this frickin' field. I don't care. But when it comes to this field, those are the big ones. And I was the biggest advocate of hate towards Third Phase. I'll say it again and again and again. So I can't say I don't understand where you're coming from, guys. The haters. But you can't change evidence or leave the evidence out to fit your narrative. And that's what you did again. I was told by Baker, I got this stuff is drying up on my mouth. And he said, I believe it was, go to the 1 hour and 20 minute mark. I believe it was 1 hour and 20 minutes, because that's where I went. And it showed from 2017 to 2022. Because that's what I've always preached to the haters. I said, if you can find anything within the last 5 years that they purposely hoaxed or CGI, that would be bad. Because Third Phase of Moon isn't trying to do that. That's what they said. And you know what? For 3 of those years, I was a part of it. Doing the last 3 years, and at least for a year and a half, putting up reports, then going on Third Phase UFO Report and re-uploading some stuff that was maybe a day old, a month old, a year old, a few years old, and talking about it. And this one that was brought up, let me pull it up, because this is on another platform, the video. And I'm not going to play it here because I don't know if I can, but let me pull it up. And so I'm at the 1 minute 17 mark. Now I have the video up. I got the original video on this one. Hold on. I'm going to go to 120. This is, I hate the way they have the search, the scrub bar. I'm at 118. What, this? That's not it. So B. Baker tells me to go to this, and you'll see where I lied. Where I lied.
All kinds of emails from around the world, but especially in New solve the mystery together, because right now, have you seen the movie The Circle? Basically, when you have millions of people getting on board,
This can't be it.
solve a mystery. Well, right now we're doing this live, and I want to get down to this mystery. So right now,
This can't be it. No, it's at 116. I forgot. It was 116.
Traveled to the Philippines and changed third thing in the last 5 serious tests. And hoaxes by them, and they're not paper nice guys. That the evidence.
There we go.
When called and throw your if you're gonna be a debunk now, and anybody years challenge accepted.
Anything within the last 5 years. Info for you, but take a look at these photos.
So they're saying this is a hoax. That was done by Third Phase of Moon. This. So that's it. That was the hoax. See, this is what I don't understand. Some of these are weak. Like, they don't tell you anything. So this is the next one. So why was that a hoax? Obviously, it's not real. But Third Phase of Moon, what they cut out, thank God. Here, listen to this. Listen to this. You'll see the edit. Listen. Listen. You'll see.
If this is not enough, I'll show you more.
And listen up. Earlier today, I received multiple emails from sources around the world.
The one that they showed, you hear Blake saying something like, here, I have it right here. I can just, he says, we don't know if this is, and then he stops the edit, and the rest of it says, we don't know if this is real, a hoax. They're cutting all the stuff out that Third Phase of Moon is saying, defending the video, saying we don't know what it is. We don't know if this is a hoax. We don't know if it's CGI. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We put it up for you to see. And they're calling that a hoax. How's that a hoax? How did they prove it's a hoax? And Third Phase of Moon, and I make sure of it, they say it every single video that I've heard. They say, we don't know what this is. We put this up for you to help us figure out what it is. They put stuff up as fast as possible. We said it on Alien Addict tonight. They're like, TMZ. They put it up, and then now I've always hated that, and that was one of my things I always used to yell at them for. Not recently, in the old days, is like, do research. You need to find out what this is before you post it. I could tell you that's a balloon. Why didn't you ask me? stuff like that. And that's what Scambian is saying. That's what everybody says on that side. Is like, well, why don't they, do some more research? Why don't they find out? Well, the Hidden Underbelly just happened to be on Alien Addict today. And good for him, by the way. I want to give him a shout out and a thumbs up for saying this. He's like, I do the same thing as Third Phase does. I put the videos up fast. Soon as I get it, I put it right up. But the difference is, you haven't been caught hoaxing. That's the whole thing. I don't see anything in the first 20 minutes or in the video I just watched with you that showed me Third Phase of Moon hoaxed anything. Sorry. I still haven't seen it. Now, I've always said anything before 2017, I just showed you a couple of videos that they say they debunked. They just showed the Third Phase of Moon video and in the beginning said hoax number 21. showed the video, didn't say a word. The next video pops up, Hoax 22. No words. It's interesting. I didn't know you could debunk that way. It's a very bad job. And a very good job, too. I mean, the video's not that bad from what I've seen. But I'll watch the rest of it. And I can assure you, I will be able to easily defend, because I know Third Phase of Moon already watched this video, and they said, Rich, it's funny. There are things that we admitted that were bad. Fine, we get that. But almost everything else, like 85 to 90%, they're not showing you the whole story. And they're not letting you hear Blake say, we don't know if this is a hoax. We don't know if we're being fooled. We don't know if this is balloon, a drone, CGI. They say all the proper things, but they have yet to prove without a reasonable doubt that they have hoaxed anything after 2017. I don't know. Anything before 2017, there's some suspect there. All right, I get it. I know. I was a hater of Third Phase for the 90th time. I get it. But then I'll go back to what everybody forgets. Is that back in the day, you can get away with all that shit. When Third Phase of Moon realized they were doing more harm than good 5-6 years ago, they decided to come clean. You can ask Alien Addict about it because the boys did come clean and apologized and said they will do anything and everything to do things the right way. And I didn't start talking to them for a while. It was several months because I gave them my other phone number, one I don't use as my personal phone number, but I check messages on it. It's for the show. And I didn't know they were calling that. I forgot I gave them that number. So it was many months. They thought I blew them off. But I was looking at their videos of the recent year or so that they said they've been doing things the right way. And from what I saw, I didn't see anything suspect. I didn't see Star Wars looking action figures or everything shot in Hawaii. You know, there were a lot of things that were done in Hawaii in the early days. Yeah, a lot of stuff was done in Hawaii. Well, but they're popular in Hawaii. Everybody knows the Cousins brothers. So people saw something, they called them. I don't know every single detail, but you go back to 2012, 2011, everybody was doing bullshit back in the day, except for me. Except for me. Yeah. I didn't deal with YouTube that much. I just uploaded my shows and didn't mess with it. Didn't even put a thumbnail on it. Didn't know what a thumbnail was. I just had a YouTube channel and I was always pissed at Third Phase of Moon. Yeah. It's interesting. But this field, it's not perfect. And what I don't understand is Fat Tony, who is calling me a drug addict, saying that I have mental issues, that the reason I shake my leg is because I need my drugs. Yeah, I'm bodybuilding and I'm doing smack. Yeah. I would rather you say I'm doing steroids than anything else. But I've never taken hardcore drugs my whole life, never had a problem with them. I would have been killed. My father would have killed me myself instead of watching me die. See, I had a brother who got killed by a drunk driver and was also on amphetamines and prescription pills. And he killed my brother, ran him over with his semi. When I was 7, he was 13. I saw my parents go through the most misery. Your parents should never go through that. But I always vowed I would never do hardcore drugs. And I never did. So thank God for that. Thank God. I quit drinking. I hated alcohol. I didn't quit drinking because I liked it. I quit it because I hated it. I hated drinking. Every time somebody would give me a beer, I'd pour it halfway out, take a sip, feel like throwing up. Hated alcohol. So when I turned 21, I tried getting drunk, had 5 shots of Sex on the Beach. I'll never forget it. And a beer, and I didn't even get a buzz. So I said, I'm not drinking him. I told my friend Todd, we were out at this club called 2020. It was in Hollywood. That was when I met Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall. It was a good night. Good 21st birthday. But I have my reasons why I would never do drugs. But the fact is, there's a guy named Toady who used to donate to this show, who says he heard something about me, that I've also been in a mental institute. Dun, dun, dun! I'm so crazy, I must have been in a mental institute. My God, you were just like me? You were in a mental institute? Oh, I didn't know you were in one. I wasn't. Did I say something? They will attack me any way possible, my character, anything, because they don't have anything on me. So what if I'm friends with Third Phase of Moon? It doesn't mean I'm them. You, Scambian, you support hoaxers too. If you want to play that game, you have them on your show. Anjali, Richard Doty. I mean, who else can we go after? You know, I can't remember right now, but just to name 2 in the up front. I know there's a couple more I can't think right now. I'm mad. I'm not mad. It's just, you know what Scambian says? Rich, drop Third Phase of Moon and redeem your reputation and come over to the side, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to go hang out with people who made videos about me, 7-8 hours worth, calling me a misogynist, racist, Nazi, homophobic. B. Baker knows I'm not. And by the way, B. Baker, anytime, anywhere, because I am not the same person you think I was. I'm the old me before. Yeah. That's not good if you want to get down and dirty with me that way. Anytime, anywhere, B. Baker, except one thing. It would have to be for charity, because when you lose, you're going to need it. So pick the time and place. I'll try to be there. You want to pay for me to meet you? I'll throw down with you. That would be fun. We videotape it. We record. See, that's that side. That's what they do. They want violence. They're everything Goofon isn't. And that's what's funny about all of this. They yell at me and call me all this bullshit when they're the ones. They have to make up shit to make their debunks fit. And I never said anything before because we were friends. But a lot of things that he has brought up about other people were just flat out lies. But yeah, why don't you leave them and come over to the hoaxer debunker side where we'll be your friend until you're not anymore. Yeah, that's what I want to go over to the passive aggressive side. Yeah. Oh, no. Come over here. We'll only beat you up if you go against everything we believe. Come on. Come on over. Come on. Come over here. Get over here. I'm going insane. Where's my drugs? I can't stop. I need to have drugs. Stupid ass, fat ass. Tony, you too. Anyway. Yeah. I know. I said I was going to have people come on and want to talk if you want. But I'll throw it out there. I tell you what I will do. I tell you what. If any of those cowards want to come on right now, the link's going in the description. I'm sorry, in the chat room of the show. I'm getting excited. Here it comes. Whoops. That's linked to join the HOW. SHOW. Eddie Murphy. Do you want to be a hoe? Remember that? Saturday Night Live? How to be a hoe in 4 easy weeks. Something like that. Don't be a hoe. I was going to pin something here. Here it is. There it is. If you want to join in and talk about anything that we talked about tonight or something that is part of the conversation you want to add, you can do that if you want to join in. Hey, what's up, Steve? Steve Karn, everybody. Is it Karn?
Hey, man.
You're cutting out, my man.
Right, yeah.
I got your name right?
Yeah, let me get close. Yeah, definitely, mate. You always get it right.
I do, okay. How are you going to have a guest last night talking about releasing a documentary about the Melon effect, but Third Phase of Moon is wrong? Wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah. He had, what's his name on? Bob Kiviat talking about the Mandela effect. That's right. That's exactly right. That is a perfect point I'm making. But nonetheless, it is Bob Kiviat. He's done a lot of work for the community. He's a pretty good guy. So I'm sure Cambian filled him in. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper, $9.99, $10. Throwing down a continuing supporter of Goof on, one of the biggest, if not the biggest. See you later. Oh, I don't know why I said see you later. Thank you. So what's on your mind? See you later.
Oh, no. Just I've come on for 2 reasons. One, just say stop being an asshole. And I'm only joking.
Please be open.
No, I'm only joking. I love it, mate.
Right.
I absolutely love it. You know me. And sorry, I know I've got a bald head, but it's not that shiny. And the second thing, I put $1 super chat up at the beginning, but
you did?
You missed it. Yeah.
Oh, no way. I'm so sorry, bro. Let me check it out.
I'm unsubbing and I'm leaving.
I understand. I would too. Well, thanks for the support. There are people that are like that, though. People do that, though.
Do you know, it's funny, right? Because...
Oh, there it is. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry. Thank you.
Only an hour late. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But it's funny because with what's going on in ufology right now, with what you're explaining, like with all the infighting and people calling people hoaxers and stuff like that, I've noticed today that it's not just this group, it's other groups as well, like people fighting for immigration down at Dover in England. They're all infighting right now, and I don't know, like whether it's something in the water, something in the air, or someone's fucking not having sex or something. I don't know what's going on, but All I know is everybody that are part of a group are just seriously infighting. It's just yeah, sorry. It's just driving me nuts, and I've noticed it all day.
But you noticed infighting, but not here. I mean, you're talking all the other places, right?
Yeah, no. What I mean is, let me. Now I've just woke my missus up, so I'm gonna get killed.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll say thank you to Moonlicht for the 333. Goof on by Technical Rock Knockout Round 3 Madison Square Garden 11/22/22. That's a good date. I'm ready to go now. Thank you, Moonlicht. All right. What else were you saying?
So yeah, so basically, like, it's not like it's hard to explain without being clipped and being called racist and that, but like,
yeah,
right now is a pandemic of boats coming over, and basically there's a group of people that go and film it to get the real footage out there. That is not just women and children; it's actually fighting age men. Well, they're now being called far right, National Front, Nazis, blah 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 blah, and they're all basically what I call infighting. So they're all arguing amongst themselves. Like, there's veterans in there, and they're being called Walter Mitties, and they're doing all these bloody like different things. It's so, but I've noticed it in ufology as well. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, people that love the show, all of a sudden, bang, they've gone. I don't know. I'll name whatever. I don't know any shows they disappear to, but they'll just go bang, cut you off, leave you, but yet still come back, donate just to give you shit. Makes no sense.
Hey, yeah. I mean, if they want to donate and give us shit, I guess that they can do that too. You know, I'm not trying to, stop anybody's free speech. I just want them to tell the truth. That's it, and not a half truth. We got a couple more folks here. I see Greg O'Brien, Lantonio. Lantonio was here just before you, Greg. So bear with me here. Lantonio, are you available?
Yeah, I just got a call. I'm off. I'm sorry. I had to switch back.
So you wanted to add to this, right? Or what'd you want to say? Thank you, Brett S., for the $10 super dono again. Mucho gusto.
Well, yeah, like we were talking about, man. I said, let's have a tag team. Me and you are bigger than Cambion.
No, don't. I don't want to talk like that. Yeah. Okay. I know.
Well, besides that, when it comes to the third phase stuff, the only thing that bothered me whatsoever was supposed steal. You didn't see the whole thing, but there was a later steal the video. I don't know if that's quite true or not, but other than that, and I don't care though, because I still love Third Phase. It don't matter to me. Wouldn't like them no matter what. So
you would like them no matter what?
I'm gonna like them no matter what. I don't really care if they start hoaxing again, like on purpose, and
if they started now
or something, yeah, that's different. But like stuff they did and they learned their lesson over or whatever, and like you said, mistake are though. They're arguing that it's not a mistake. It was done on purpose. Well, it's still a mistake whether it was done on purpose or not.
But they didn't prove it.
Well, even the old, I'm talking about the olden days stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that they've about it, it's a mistake because whether they did it on purpose when they did it, it's still a mistake. It's something they regret doing in life. That's what a mistake is. It's not just because they did it, I was an addict for a while. It was a mistake in my life. That doesn't mean I did it on purpose. It wasn't, doesn't mean it wasn't a mistake. So
I see what Goofon said earlier about that on every single time that they do or put a clip up, be it theirs or not, they are honest. They do say we don't know what it is. We'll leave it up to you, and then you go, oh well, that's a hoax. Well, that's your opinion. Not saying you, obviously, I'm just saying the public in general. But so say I put because they're getting them in, their emails must be just full of it. Do you know what I mean? And they just go, right, that'll do. bang it all out, and then which is good because they got the views, they got the content, they got everything they need, so they just throw it out there and they're honest with it. They're not trying from what I've seen of them, and I've been following them probably just as long as I've been following you, Rich, and literally like I've got no problem with them at all. I think their videos are fake, whether they're fake or not. I think they're fucking awesome, to be honest.
Yeah, I understand. No, I mean, good point. Greg, how you doing, man?
Good evening, everyone. Listen, my only problem with Third Phase is that they do have a lot of viewers and a lot of new viewers coming on every day, which is great for them. I think they're brilliant behind the camera. Let me just say that first of all. But second of all, with those new viewers, when they come to see those videos and they come to find out that they're fake, there's a few more people that will not, come into the actual field itself just because of something small like that. They have a great responsibility, I believe, because like I said, they have millions of viewers. And another thing is I don't like because it causes division. Everything seems in this field causes division. The government, documents, videos, nobody can ever agree on anything. And that's all because we're such individuals, right? And supposedly ET doesn't have that luxury or burden on them to think as individuals. They all think as one. So there's no hiding from each other. And I don't know, just a little rant to start off, but how y'all doing?
Good. Great points. Anybody want to add to that?
Yeah, I was going to say, let them come to Painting in Devon. They'll soon change their tunes.
To come there and do what? Paint?
Change their tunes.
No, you said come.
Where they all think one-minded. Trust me, come down this way. You've got such an array of people. If I walked through, I could make content for my YouTube channel just walking through my own streets. It's just crazy down here. Absolute crazy.
Yeah. So what? I'm sorry, please.
No, go ahead. You.
So what will it then take? Is it actually going to take ET to come down and present itself? Even then, people will be divided. Half the people will say, "Oh, it's the United States government," and the other half will be like, "Oh, it is actually ET." Where does that road end?
Well, they're going to have to give us a heads up so we can get prepared to get our planet prepared. And I think there will be some, if they were following what do they call that? Mission, what is it? The Prime Directive.
Nice.
To not interfere with the civilization that doesn't have the technology you have. So if they're going to come here with that type of advanced technology, we need to have the intellect to learn how to use it safely. And we're not there. We can't even use guns safely. Imagine having a tic-tac, that kind of power in your hands, the power of the sun. I don't know, man.
Not only that, but it's going to take ET tech to make ET craft. And we don't have ET tech, perhaps.
Bingo. We may not even have the elements. They could come from a whole different galaxy for all we know.
Not to mention, they always say they were built atom by atom, and I think that's where 3D printers come from. They can 3D print maybe down to such a level, small level, atom by atom, and actually place craft together, atom by atom. At this point, if 3D printers can be in almost every home, that's old school for them, right?
And I think it better, like you said, Greg. Just adding on to with the 3D printing. Anybody that has seen a ship up close, they all say that they're, so seamless. And what other than that kind of can do that? I don't know. You can't put, none of them ever have rivets in them or anything, supposedly. So
I see what Hellfire Studios has just put up there. We're still trying to bomb each other back to this Stone Age.
Yeah, isn't that true? Isn't that true? Where'd it go? Here it is. Yep. That's one thing we're doing is, they say we're ruining the planet, and I don't know. I know some parts we've used and depleted, but this is a pretty big planet,
God, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Go ahead. I got distracted. I just saw somebody bounce in here.
What you just said is like what if right? And this is a big what if. We've messed the planet up, right? Obviously, so Greta Thunberg says anyway. But what if we've not subconsciously or not? I can't think of the right word, so forgive me because I'm a bit backward. But it's like, what if what we've done to the world has made it ready for them? Hence why they're showing up.
Maybe.
Do you see what I mean? Like we've done
do.
so much to the planet. Like maybe it's their time, not ours. No, do you know what I mean? Like the dinosaurs to the apes to us, whatever. But like I always question it in my head, and I think, is it like, because if you notice, like in certain places they show up a lot more than, like, I mean, England. I mean, it's pitch black out there now. I see every star. I don't see nothing ever in England, like nothing, unless it's like Rendlesham or like, do you know what I mean? Like way, way, way away from me. Like, but yeah, I mean, like I always often sit here and I think what we've done to the planet, maybe it's made either them want to come and fix it, because I don't believe they're hostile. I really don't, because we'd be dead by now anyway. Do you know what I mean? Putin ain't got shit on them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so literally, I don't think they're hostile, but I think it's that they like the planet so much, and what we've done to the planet may suit them. I don't know.
Like what? What have we done?
Well, like if what they're saying is true, like the ecosystem's gone. Like, do you know what I mean? No. I'm not a believer in it at all. I don't believe in all that. Like, you know, the snow's falling in Antarctica, so we're gonna have a tsunami in Devon somewhere.
Yeah, you're just
but
spitballing. I get it.
Yeah, but like what I mean is, like, if what they're saying is true, what we've done to the planet with like all the like carbon and all whatever else it is, maybe that's now made it ready for them. I don't know.
It's very possible, but the other elements and things they breathe would have to be perfect too. Just like if we go to another planet, we're looking for another Earth-like planet in a Goldilocks zone, but will it have the same chemical makeup for us to breathe and survive above ground? It's very hard to find those combinations that stable in on a planet. I imagine it would be, because, you know, we have the moon that keeps our seasons here. Without the moon, we'd be wobbling, I guess, from the impact of the moon millions of years ago. I'm not sure. But our Earth is on a crazy wobble without the moon. Yeah. That's just weird how it just kind of showed up in history. Some stories say that, you know, it was brought here, you know, and I don't know. Our moon is awfully big, way too big for the Earth. Shouldn't even be. It's the biggest moon in isn't it the biggest moon?
Going back to what you just said about the moon.
Yeah. One of them?
No,
it's not.
Probably like at maybe the 10th. What is it? Titan's the biggest one.
Oh, okay. I can't remember. But our moon shouldn't even be with our Earth. It's that odd. Somebody was saying something.
A lot of people say it has, in the dojo people, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I was saying, like, with what Rich just said then, like, the moon maybe was brought here as an idea. But then you look at it, and if that's true, then that kind of wipes out gravity in a way. Because how could they pull something from A to B that big for a start, and then just drop it there and go, oh, well, that worked. We'll leave it there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Like,
I know.
Like, in my head, I think gravity would, like, while they're pulling it, why didn't it spin off to like Mars or something? Do you know what I mean?
That's the weird thing.
The hollow theory that it's hollow and maybe it is a ship. It's kind of like that new movie not too long ago,
Moonfall.
But we also, though, there was there's already been before that movie a lot of stipulation that there was, or that it was possibly a what do you call it, a spaceship, but because it was hollow, you know, it could have been moved like that. Maybe it was a like a probe. It was brought in like that, and it could be moved if they really wanted to, but maybe they used it to stabilize tides and stuff. Like, we're a zoo planet, so
I could just imagine a little flatbed truck, like, do you know what I mean, with ratchet straps, just pulling it along, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy, isn't it?
Do you know the odds of the moon being the exact shape and the exact circumference? Not only that, but being placed in between during the solar eclipse. It goes right. It's perfect, right? Do you know the odds of that being right there at that point? It's just
40 billion to 1 or something.
It's
ridiculous.
Just, yeah.
I think they said it's off the charts. That's how impossible it should be.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Show right there. Not to mention it's tidal locked. I know there are other moons that are tidal locked, but it's just,
maybe done purposely so we can't see what's going on behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Behind the veil. Third phase of moon.
I did send you a video on Facebook Messenger, Rich, but I always just see the videos and then I'll just end up pinging them over. But I don't know if they're any good for the show, but like obviously I'll ping them over to you for you to have a look, and then
that video. You want me to show this future Unity video of that UFO that looks so fake to me? That's the one you just sent, right?
Yeah,
I want to show this. Let me show this video.
I'll just look at it and think, oh, that might be interesting. I'll ping
this looks like this looks like total BS to me. And let's take a look. Here it is. You see it? All right, I'm going to move you guys further away to blow this up. So here we go. Whoop, wrong way. Hey, I'll leave you there. What the hell?
What the fuck is that, man?
Watch it move. Fake. That looked like the guy says in the video, could it have been a reflection or a laser pointer or something?
Wasn't this the video with that girl, though? The one who hoaxed it?
No, this is a new one. No, this is a new one.
Because it looks similar, that was all.
Yeah, again with the kids out in the area. Yep, I know.
It reminds me of a rocket sped up at the very end and the audio laid over top of it, perhaps.
Take a look again. Yeah. To me, it just looks fake. I mean, it looks like a reflection of some sort, but it's not moving.
Like a comet that was just wiped out in the picture.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, a comet. Oh, whoops. Hey. Yeah. It's just weird.
I just noticed as well, it's weird. When the phone dipped, the object dipped as well. So, yeah, you're right, yeah.
It did? It did? You mean the phone dipped and the object dipped?
Yeah. If you look right at the end,
thousands of planets.
It literally drops, and then you can see the object just drop.
Yeah, I don't see that, but that's all right. It doesn't matter. See what you want to see.
It was a It was a shit video, Steve. Go away. You get your coat. You believe in.
Now that made it.
Like I say, I'll just see them, and I think, oh, that looks interesting. I'll bring it over to the expert, and then obviously I'll just throw them over to you, and then we'll go. If it's worth putting on, it's worth putting on, isn't it?
Very interesting.
Yeah. So you guys didn't notice, or I didn't say anything about it, but the guy who has the celebrity review, that show, that channel, he was just in here, and he was calling to asking me if I go over the 20 videos yet, to showing all the fakes. Obviously, he needs to go back and watch that, but he's just out there shouting out fraud, fake.
Come on in.
Yeah, he won't join. He's too chicken shit. That guy doesn't know anything about ufology. Anyway, doesn't know anything about video editing. I mean, he knows about a little bit of editing, but when it comes to CGI and finding out what UFOs really are, he's going to say, oh, it's easy. Anybody could just look at it and figure it out. Nope.
Exactly,
not everybody.
Like you just said, they're all a bunch of fucking internet warriors, and they're afraid to come on and even show
this
their face.
Tony guy, is it?
No, it's not. It's the other guy. It's Lou Jimenez. We call him Lucy R. Because Lou, and then Celebrity Review. Because we kept talking about Lou Elizondo and him, so we had to nickname him something. I think Fartimus came up with that name for him. Huh?
I don't see him in here anymore.
No, I blocked him. Because you know why? I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. He says he unblocked me when he came on Alien Addicts show early in the year. So when he did his goodbye show, I went in there to say some nice things, and I was blocked. So I'm blocking him.
I don't know if you had B. Baker blocked, but obviously he didn't show up. If you don't.
Oh, I have him blocked.
Oh well, I know you mentioned for him to come on over when at Alien Addict, and I didn't see him, so I didn't know if he was blocked or not.
No, they listen every show.
Of course they do.
They listen. They can come on anytime they want, but they don't.
Listen,
anyway.
Gentlemen, thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it, Rich.
Greg, thank you too. I'm going to tighten it up and get out of here as well. Nice to have you on. And Steve, you too. I'm going to let you guys go. And Lantonio, mucho gusto. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hanging out and giving me, your input on some things. Appreciate it.
Right on. Thanks, man.
All right, man. It's all good. Just
Anytime.
Next time, don't forget my $1 subscription. All right, that I paid.
Dude, I tell you what, I'll never do that again. I'll never do it again, sir.
Good. Make sure you don't.
Okay. Alien bless. Get out of there. Get out of there. All right. Nice guys, man. Nice. Some people are just nice. Some people are just annoying. Like Lucy R. I love how they love to rib the guy that ribs the guy. That's what it is. That's what it is. They think that I'm squirming because I go like this or I'm like this. And they're like, oh, look at his face. He's questioning his reality right now. You guys are out of your minds. Children, and you debate like children, and you act like children. What I do, Lou Jimenez, it's called entertainment. Something you would never know about. Because you're the least entertaining guy in the field. Anyway, that's not true. He's the second least entertaining guy in the field. Without those other people around him, that would be a snooze fest. It would be a snooze fest. And you wouldn't get any follow-up questions. You wouldn't get any detailed conversations. It would be it would be what it was before he started wearing the tie and got the guests. But he'll be back. He'll be back with new cheese to chew on. And God, I hope he gets in better health. I knew he was going to start working out. He said, I'd love to see a new Lou come back. We support the new Lou when you come back. Celebrity Review Lou. Said he was going to work out. He's going to think about getting into shape. He's going to start working out more. He's going to start being funny. I remember him saying, I'm going to come back and I'm actually going to say something funny. I think he said he'll say something funny because I never heard anything funny come out of that guy. It's weird. And he says he's a comedian. I know. I don't know a comedian that never tells a joke. You know who that is? It's a wannabe comedian. It's a wannabe comedian. That's what that is. You save your funny jokes for when everything's a joke. That's a comedian. When everything's a joke. Including you. Yes, including me. I'm a joke to somebody. So what? At least somebody's watching. Not many. But we're going to get out of here. I don't know. I guess doing shows since 3.5 hours now. I'm tired. I got to go to the gym. But my final word, my final thought for tonight. Is it a final thought? Should we go? Yeah, I'm done. I can't go anymore. Final thought. Wait, what's this? Hold on. It says go. Okay, somebody just sent this to me. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. To go to this? This is Arizona. October 6th, UFO in Arizona. All right, hold on. Let me play this. Let's see what this is. Somebody just sent this to me.
shows that our state is a hot spot for UFOs. We rank 7th in the nation with a total
4,000.
of 4,721
I can't believe I guessed it right.
California has the most sightings. Now, in the last 5
Oh my
years,
God, I
the
do
same
know my
data shows
shit.
that there have been nearly 1,000 UFO sightings for every 100,000 residents. Now, some other facts released in that study: nearly 4 in 5 Americans believe aliens do exist. 56% of people surveyed
Wow.
believe aliens have actually been to Earth. One of the most popular phenomenons, of course, is in Phoenix is called the Phoenix.
4 out of 5 Americans believe aliens exist, and 56% of those surveyed believe aliens have been to Earth. Okay, all right. Let's finish.
Believe aliens have actually seeing a V-shaped light formation in the sky over the valley. This was back in 1997. There has still been no explanation for it. If you're considering buying a smartwatch this holiday season, this next story, it may sway you. A retired police officer credits his smartwatch with saving his life after a bicycle crash in a remote part of Levine.
Okay, so 56% believe in
70-year-old Stephen Judith wakes up at 5 o'clock, hops on his bike, and rides up to 45 miles around Levine. But one morning, a German Shepherd darted across the street and ran into his bike, causing Judith to fall. He fractured.
So now that the majority of the world, 56% of Americans believe aliens have visited Earth, it is now time to have disclosure. Wasn't that it? Once the majority of the world, I know it was the US, but the world's going to feel the same way. I know it won't. No, it'll drop to 44%, 40% for the world believing aliens visited Earth. But 4 out of 5 Americans believe that aliens exist. Yeah, that's a great video. Thanks for sending that to me, Anonymous. That was Anonymous. What's this? A missing, wait, University of Arizona professor killed. Missing camper in UFO sighting. Wow. All right, one more video. This is interesting. Let's play this. Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, who are now 2-3, I believe, or 3-2. Did they lose? Yeah, they lost, right? Aren't they 2-3? No, 3-2. That's right. He had a UFO sighting. Yes. Isn't that amazing?
A couple of them. These got sent to me whenever people.
Guy in the middle.
On every Tuesday, that I have to ask. What's that? What's that? His hands?
I'm just talking to Aaron. Yeah, keep going.
I just want to know about the alien thing. So everybody tweeted me because you and I share very similar views on a lot of things. It sounds like Ricky Gervais, The Office, Life, dropping dime socket signs. And by the way, UFOs, I am all in. This was a big story in your life because I get tweeted it probably, I don't know, 15 times a day. Ask him, ask him, ask him, ask him. What is your UFO experience? This is unbelievable. Every night I go out looking for one. Literally, I'm always.
Shut up! Let him tell the story.
Let me get it on camera. Let's have a night together, you and I.
Shut up.
You gotta call him in. Did you not watch CE5?
Worse than me.
What do I gotta say? I went Bigfoot hunting, and they told me just. What do I gotta say? I went.
Wait, CE5? Did he just say?
Did you not watch CE5?
What do I gotta say? I went Bigfoot hunting, and they told me just to yell as loud as I can. I went Bigfoot hunting with a deaf guy. By the way, Bigfoot hunting is like 90% audio, so going with a deaf guy is a problem. But if you want to tell me how I can call in an alien, I am here for it.
That can't be a real story.
Real story. He was in the hills of Georgia. He had Confederate flags all over him. It was kind of a sketchy situation. We went out into the woods. They had a Bigfoot caller. We didn't see shit or hear a damn thing, and the deaf guy's never heard a thing. Anyways, let's get to the UFOs. Can we please?
There's a documentary called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, I believe. It's about this organization that came out during quarantine that goes out and does these like circles where they call in UFOs, and they have video of it and all these different things. Anyway, long before this happened, 15 years ago, and I told the story on the Nerdist podcast with Pete Holmes, comedian friend of mine. But I told a story about how I was in New Jersey with a teammate of mine, Steve Levy. And Steve has been asked to, after I shared this on the podcast 5 years ago or so, he's been asked to verify my story, and thankfully he did.
Steve.
But it was him and his brother at their house in Jersey, and we saw a crazy thing in the sky that filled up most of the vantage point that we had. It was a snowy night. It was orange and moving in the clouds from left to right. And the bizarre part that was attached to it was that after it went out of sight and we were frozen looking at each other wondering what the hell just happened, about 30 seconds after that, we heard fighter jets. And if you've seen a flyover, or you watch Top Gun, or you've been to an air show, you know what that sounds like, the sound of a plane zipping by. It's undeniable. And there were 3 of them that seemed to be chasing whatever this was.
Oh my God. I'm so jealous.
And after that, I really got into researching that, because we had this story that we couldn't explain. It wasn't in the papers the next day. It wasn't in the papers the day after that. That was never really talked about. And so it was just something that I definitely got into and was interested more in, and done some research over the years. Had some other interesting experiences as well, but that was probably the most vivid and expansive interaction that never got talked about or explained.
What are those other interesting experiences?
Well, that's for another time, Pat.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a man who has, I'm so jealous of this, won a Super Bowl. I'm so jealous of this. A man who is potentially the best human to ever play the position he plays in the biggest league in the world, and a man who has seen a UFO in fighter jets. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, brother! Let me tell you, all you little goofomaniacs out there, we're gonna end this show Friday night and get moving on to the weekend, brothers and sisters. Take your vitamins and do your push-ups. I want to say goodbye, and I want to thank everybody, moderators and super chatters, or I can't do that anymore. Oh, you're gonna do it, brother, and you're gonna like it. And I want to thank those moderators and super chatters, brother, because they know how to bring the pain, brother. And I want to thank all of those people who donated and who stayed here for the whole show. Thank you, brothers and sisters. And I want to thank the newcomers and the veterans. You guys bring it to GoFund every single night. There ain't nobody who brings it like we do here, because we are Truthology for ufology, brother. Brothers and sisters. Oh, I think I'm going to pass out. Ow! Truthology for ufology, brother. All right. Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow night. That's right, brother. Saturday in the UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, right here on YouTube's Brothers and Sisters. Alien bless.